Good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendy and this is a car vlog, as you know from the title. And I think I have a broken ankle. I mean, I don't know, sometimes it gets aggravating, life does, because you know you can't get ahead on your bills and your health might go downhill, and I don't know. I've got the windshield wipers on. I need to go ahead and clean my window anyway. With me, it just seems like it's one thing after another, and sometimes it just gets on my nerves. And the only thing that you can do about it, though, when you start getting a little aggravated with maybe your health or your life or your bill situation, your money situation, is pray about it, or go get a job. And I can't work. And I found out the day before, Monday. I found out Monday that when they installed the 2 discs in my back to replace my dried up herniated discs, that the ones underneath have started to collapse. And one of them is herniated, and the rest of them to the tailbone doesn't look good, and the tailbone doesn't collapse. You can crack your tailbone, but you know, a good thing that it's only a few discs underneath, because so it'll come to a screeching halt when it hits that tailbone. I have degenerative disc disease, and you know, that probably had a hand in helping it, but I believe that the disc that they installed up above the herniated discs were too heavy, and they collapsed the ones underneath. That's my opinion. I'm not a doctor, though, but I remember how my back felt whenever I was supposedly healing, and it just was not right. I would throw it out all the time, and it hurt. It would get stuck, and so that's what was going on, is those artificial discs were bulging ones underneath, and that's why I was having so much trouble healing after my surgery, because the 2 discs that they put in did heal, and they did fuse into place. Thank God for that. And my surgery did fix my legs. I had numbing and tingling, and my feet would get these sensations where I felt like something was crawling on them. I would even look down to make sure there wasn't anything on my feet. Now, it did fix my legs. I don't have any more of those creepy crawlies, numbness, tingling, anything. It fixed my feet and my legs. But, I had one back surgery. You can bank on this. I will never, ever have another. When I came out of that, coma they put me in to do my surgery, I started screaming at the top of my lungs. It even hurt worse than labor. Then they ended up giving me some kind of drug to knock me out so I wouldn't be lying there screaming. It was very painful, and it took a long time to get well. And I'm just not doing it again unless my legs stop working, or my bladder or something like that, because of my back. Now, then I might consider it then, but you know, I might just get me a wheelchair and some Depends, because I cannot express to you how horribly bad the surgery hurts, and then you've got months of pain to look forward to get well. And every time you move, it affects your back, and I'm not up for it. So I'm going today to get the MRI on my foot. Well, to get the appointment for the MRI on my foot. They x-rayed it, and the crack's not showing up. But the last 2 times that I broke my foot, I've broken my feet a lot of times, but the last time I broke my foot, it was the right foot, and it was cracked right in the middle, deep down in there. And it didn't show up on the x-ray. They had to do an MRI, and then bingo, it showed up immediately. I had cracked that big bone at the top of your foot, right in the center. And then one time, I had cracked that little side bone on my left foot. Just walking down some steps and stepped on that step wrong. And it kind of bent my foot, and it cracked that little side bone that leads down the edge of your foot to your little toe. And that one didn't show up on an x-ray. It took an MRI to catch it. So I don't know what it is, you know, with my body and my brakes not showing up on an x-ray. But yeah, I'm gonna have to have an MRI to find out what's wrong with this thing. And I hope that if they give me a cast, that they put a walking boot on it, or one of those little rubber things underneath it, because I'm not gonna be on crutches. They hurt my armpits. I have a trouble holding myself up. It affects my back walking on crutches, and I just can't do it. So hopefully they'll put one of those little black, you know what I'm talking about. It's a little black thing that goes on your cast so that you can walk on your foot or leg when it's broken, and you won't have to use crutches. And from all I've heard about that, the wound still heals up the same, whether you use crutches or the walking boot. Now, I've got a boot, but I think it's for my right foot, and I have hurt my left foot. But I just wanted to come on you here and vent, I guess, about my health. Sometimes I get really down about it because I know that, you know, it's pretty bad and there's nothing I can do about it, and it may, you know, get worse as the years go by. But I'm praying. I pray to God to turn me into the other direction and go the opposite way. Everybody be safe. Be kind to one another, and I'll see y'all soon in another upload. Bye-bye. So I just left the orthopedic doctor, and I have torn my deltoid ligament in the inner part of my left foot, inner part of the ankle. It travels a few inches down into the foot, and then I think she said it wraps back behind the ankle a couple of inches, and it's the largest ligament in the human body. It takes a long time to heal. I have a week on it, though, a week and a half on the healing process, because I did it on the 31st of March, and they put me in a boot to stabilize it, and I've got to go back in 2 weeks. At least it's not broke. I have broken my feet so many times in different places. I did research on the medications that I take, and the culprit is most likely the Nexium. I've been on it for 10 years, well, pretty much ever since Nexium came out, however long that was. And I do believe it has made my bones brittle, and our feet bone being some of the thinnest ones, they're just easy to break. So I'm going to talk to my primary care physician about maybe getting an injection for the osteoporosis that strengthens your bones. I might be a perfect candidate for that. I am 49 years old, and I'm going to check in it to see if we can stop these bones in my feet from breaking at every whim when they decide to break. I've had enough of the feet problems. I have had trouble with my heels busting open. I've had my 2 big toenails removed because they were deformed. The toenails just started to grow deformed, digging new trenches. They hurt like the devil. And I put up with that for 2 years, and I finally told them to take them off permanently. And I've had so much trouble with my feet, but let me tell you something. Even through all the ailments and the problems, I am a strong individual, and I will not lay down and die. I will just push my way through. That's all you can do, and pray about it. Everybody be safe, be be kind to one another, and I shall see you in my next upload. Bye-bye.